SportsRap CEO. And y'all know I was on earlier, and I did what I always do. You know, I'm a sports show, so I had to give y'all my sports stuff. But I had to make time for my guests. All right. So you know where I'm at. IG Live at SportsRap CEO. Make sure you plug in. Make sure you lock in. You're gonna get some good information today. You're gonna get to know these two brothers, and like I told y'all in the couple posts that I told y'all to post and everything, somebody from Philly that y'all need to know about, because it's somebody in your own backyard. And like I tell y'all all the time, somebody that look like you, somebody that sound like you, somebody that is you basically in your own city, and you need to get up and support. So what we gonna do right now, turn the camera there. Got one there, bang. Two there. We gonna start there. Introduce yourself to the family, to the airways. Let everybody know who we got here with us today.
Yes, sir. Family, listen, my name is Smooth. I am the CEO of the streetwear fashion brand Smoovxxl. Based in Philadelphia. I'm here with my boy D. D is one of the major supporters. Hey man, I rock with him heavy. Yeah, this is my ace right here. I'll let him introduce himself.
What's going on, family? My name is Anthony. Like Josh, I'm from out here in West Philly as well, right here in your backyard. Big shout out to D for having us on the podcast today. Let's do it.
Absolutely. So, like I said, y'all see me all the time, right? So, y'all know my guy, Jay Blake, thanks for tuning in as always. So, as I go through this interview, for everybody that's listening in on IG, everybody that's tuned in, y'all not going to see much of me. But y'all know what I do. I got the video coming. It's going to go up on YouTube this week. So, y'all have had something to look at coming into the new year to get yourself right and see what you can do to help out and support the people in your own backyard. Because so many times, well, not too many times not, more not than so, we see people from our area and we kind of shun it off. It's like, they from Philly. It's the same old thing. It's just what everybody else is doing. But today, we're going to break that. Because we're going to talk to these two brothers and they're going to tell y'all. So, before we get into it, right, I'm going to give y'all a little intro. All right. So, my guy, Smooth. Not only, I'm going to turn the camera this one last time just for this. Not only, he told y'all, clothing CEO, clothing brand CEO. All right, that's just that. It's one. You're an entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneurs many hats. I don't know, Eagles has somebody, I got on one hat. He got more hats. All right. Real estate investor. Youth mentor. Fashion designer extraordinaire, let me say. Because the clothing line is, you didn't notice, luxury streetwear. We're going to talk about the difference so y'all understand. All right? But the gentleman wears many hats. All right? Many, many hats. Let me make sure let me get my notes back out. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Because I'm feeling like I forgot something.
You made me feel
special. Let me see.
Fashion
brand. Right. Let me see. What did I forget? Marketing specialist. That's the one that I forgot.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Plenty of hats. All right. Make sure y'all check this, bro. All right. It's going in Philly. All right. A multi-million-dollar luxury streetwear fashion brand with the purpose of making a difference in the urban community. So, before we came on here, I can tell y'all, I'm sure it's making a difference because it made a difference with me. Because as soon as they walked in, I told them, I said, I got the joint. I immediately had to grab it because the message. We're going to talk about the message for y'all. We're going to talk about the message so y'all get it. And I know if y'all follow me, y'all seen it. But we're going to talk about it, make sure I get the true essence of the message, all right? So the mission for Smoovxxl, it's very simple. Believe in your vision, move in silence.
Amen,
right? We're also Smoovxxl apparel embodies one being able to take their larger-than-life vision, make it a reality, regardless of setbacks, hindrances, or circumstances. Come on, don't get no better than that. All right? It's about the silent moves of an outspoken visionary.
That's the mission.
All right? You hear that? It's about the silent moves of an outspoken visionary. And that is so true because I don't know how many of y'all are entrepreneurs or here, whatever y'all do, but if you are and you start getting into business and doing stuff for yourself, you're going to hear people say to you, don't tell everybody your next move. You should never do that anyway.
Nah.
Just like the old saying, gangsters move in silence. You can be gangster in a lot of ways. But when you move in silence, and then you just be like, bam, here it is. People is looking like, oh, snap. What the heck? Let me make sure I'm paying attention. And then you keep on hitting them over the head, but you move in silence. Because now you got them looking at you. Now they waiting and wanting to see what you do next. Right? So, we're going to get this cracking. We're going to get into it. My guy, Smooth.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. That was
problem,
beautiful, man. Listen, man, I felt that one right here. You feel me?
Absolutely. I definitely, I'm glad you like that. Yeah. I like to make my guests welcome because anybody I bring up here, they get added into the family. Because like I said, family. You get added into the family. My show, the SportsRap podcast, and for me, you get added into Heat 100 Radio's family. Right. So, what was your biggest inspiration, your true inspiration behind the brand and just becoming an entrepreneur?
Wow. Bro, that's a deep question, man. Man, I think the biggest inspiration for me was seeing so many people from my neighborhood being subject to below average lifestyle. A lot of people get subject to working mediocre jobs, making $5, $10 an hour, just getting by. I come from that environment. I come from the slums of West Philadelphia, bro. So like, my mother, she carried mail for 11 years, bro, just to provide for me. Barely making ends meet, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just me knowing that I was chosen by God to do something great in life. Me having that knowing, it really pushed me to be more of what I believed I could be just on the surface level. Okay. So being an entrepreneur was a way I could express that. You feel me? And some of my inspirations, you got Milano from Philly. She's another streetwear brand. I love her. You got Ken Apparel. That's the sis Philo. She owns another brand for satin line hats and hoodies and stuff. Man, so many young black entrepreneurs I saw, on the way up. And I always had a passion for fashion, ever since we was kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like 6th grade, you know what I'm saying, when we started getting materialistic. You feel me? We go to the mall, go buy the polo, go buy the Abercrombie, go buy the whole, bamboozle. But I was the only one in my time at that age saying, yo, I want to start a fashion brand. Am I right about it?
Yes, right.
Right? We was kids. 6th grade, I'm drawing sketches of my fashion brand. At the time, it was called J&A Outfitters, right? Like Josh and Ann Outfitters, right? We was little kids stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was serious about it. I just never had the foundation for somebody to be there to keep pushing me to do it. It wasn't until I got older and, me working a couple mediocre jobs, but then God blessed me with a real job where I was making, like 50 plus K a year. Then I was like, yo, I should start my business now. I should save up some money, set my life up, start a business. But I didn't have the name, so I was going through different names like Truth. We had another name, Black. Remember we had that one before? Yeah, we fell through with that one. But it came July 22nd, 2022. So I met this girl, Philo. Philo is the CEO of Ken Apparel. Shout out to Philo, right? She had an event on 9th and Market. It was called Rec Philly. So I went to this event, and she was basically talking about how she became the CEO and how she became the CEO of her brand. And I said, yo, I should do something, man. But people kept calling me Smooth. Smooth is my nickname, you feel me? Like, his pop called me Smooth. A lot of people in the neighborhood, they call me Smooth. So it was as if God spoke to me in that moment of me and her. Why don't you just call your brand Smooth XXL? And I was like, ooh, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? So when I asked a couple people, they was like, yo, that's a hard name, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the name actually holds more weight than what people think. Because even though my nickname is Smooth, Smooth is an acronym. It means silent moves of an outspoken visionary. That's literally what Smooth means. So those are the people. That's kind of how it inspired me to start this business, man. And then the rest was history, bro.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's typically how it works. You know, I'm glad that you had somebody that gave you that inspiration to push you to get that done. And if not, you know, we wouldn't know anything about you. And it's good to see. See, I'm still learning stuff.
Yeah.
The acronym,
yes, sir,
is perfectly fitting. I think for right now, even though I'm just getting to know you,
yeah,
it fits. The determination and everything like that. I think it fits, you know. And I think everything that you just said is your mission. To sit here listening to you talk and then running that back in my head, it's like perfect. You know, it's like a match made in heaven. So, what would you say sets your brand apart from some others?
Man, well, that's such a great question. Nobody's ever asked me that, bro. I would say the two biggest things that separate Smoovxxl from other brands is the name and the clothes themselves. Now, I'll start with the clothes. Everybody has a hoodie. Everybody got a black tee sitting around somewhere. But I was able to take the purpose of Smoovxxl and create designs that revolved around that purpose that nobody else has. So, prime example. Believe in your vision, move in silence. But you can't believe in your vision unless you believe in yourself. So the affirmation of knowing that, hey, look, I'm not arguing with fear. I'm not arguing with doubt. I'm not arguing with the disbelief or circumstances. I'm really him. Like, I'm really that guy. What I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. So with that design, I'm not arguing I'm him. I'm not arguing I'm her. I was able to take those designs and we were able to create hundreds of designs that represent that same message. You know, hashtag him, not just on IG. They know I'm him in reality, not just on IG. You feel me? There's so many other ones, you know. He got on one, hating on me don't make you him. You know, so no matter how much you hate on me, it don't make you that guy.
Right.
You feel me? We got some other stuff coming out this year too. So when you take a look at these different brands that are out there now, which I think all of them are really good, solid brands, nobody has that type of foundation. Nobody has those pillars of him and her. And being able to take that and multiply that over many designs that people cannot just appreciate, but when people wear it, they represent and feel that affirmation. Right. When they wear it, they can look in the mirror and actually believe, like, I'm really him. You know what I'm saying? I'm really that guy. I'm really her. I'm really that girl. So that, but then also the name itself. I haven't heard a name like Smoovxxl ever. You know what I'm saying? So with the acronym meaning silent moves of an outspoken visionary, I'm telling you that, hey, I'm outspoken, I am a visionary, but I choose to move in silence. I let my movement speak for itself. I don't got to do much talking. With XXL meaning larger than life, that's really what it means, you know? So when you put those two together, you have something that's extraordinary, something that's different, something that people have never heard before, which I think is why we've been able to grow at the rate we've been able to, because God has just given us that grace to be able to do that. But to have something that nobody else has, or even if they have it, they don't have it the way this is set up. So I think because of those two things, that really separates us really from everybody, you know?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I think that's real strong because a lot of times, most times when you think of clothing brands and people purchasing and supporting, they're supporting satin lined.
Yeah.
They're supporting feel.
Yeah.
Now you doing double duty. I feel like you're doing double duty. You putting yourself on and you supporting the message and you supporting the people that created the message.
Absolutely.
That are, like we said in the beginning, that are you, that look like you.
Yes.
And you know, you making people feel like, you know, I wore this shirt to work today. I worked at the Juvenile Justice Center. I wore this shirt to work.
Yeah.
And people was like, oh, that's for real? You like that? I said, it ain't even like that.
Yeah.
But make sure you read the back.
Yeah.
I said, I'm like that. You know, I said, y'all know me. Y'all know what I do.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I am. I ain't got to tell y'all. I said, but when you check out the back, and then when you go to the Instagram page and you see the other designs, you go to the website, you see the other designs, you get the message. It says, like, I don't have to show, I don't have to tell you. It's right here on me, and I'm exuding it, wearing it. You know, so I definitely appreciate y'all for bringing that, and I think, you know, that's a great answer for what sets y'all apart. I think that's a great quality that will definitely keep y'all apart from just everybody. Because like you said, when y'all was younger, you knew what you wanted to do, but it was polo.
For sure.
You know, you wear it's like, I got the polo, so I got the new polo, I got the new low joint.
Yeah.
You know, I got the new AB, I got the new Abercrombie joint. You know, now it's like, I got the new smooth joint. You know, different. You know, and like for me, I'm a t-shirt hoodie guy, and I very rarely wear plain t-shirts. You know, anybody that knows me, any t-shirt I wear got something on it. Yeah. Even if it's just the littlest thing, it's got something on it. Yeah. And I like different stuff. Don't get me wrong. I do wear some stuff. I do the polo and other stuff. But my local stuff that I feel like suits me, makes me feel like I'm helping somebody, I'm supporting somebody, something that gives me the feeling that, yeah, I could wear this all the time. And I don't care what nobody say, and I know it ain't gonna be a whole lot of people that's gonna have it. But I know when the people I see have it, I'm gonna know why they got it. It's not gonna be just because that was the new polo that came out. Right. I know why you bought it. If I see somebody on the street one of these on, I know why you bought it. I may not even talk to them, but I see it, I know why you bought that, as opposed to, like you said, oh, that's the new joint. Like 15 people got that joint. I ain't worried about that. I get one. For sure. You know, so the difference for me, I definitely appreciate that. So, along the way so far, what were some speed bumps? I know y'all had some speed bumps. I know y'all had some flack. I know y'all had some haters.
Man. Oh, man. Listen, bro. Listen, man. Listen. I would say just being, you know, a young entrepreneur and not knowing everything, you know, and I think this can be some encouragement to anybody, you know, that's doing anything that revolves around them learning new systems, new processes, new ways to do things. For me, the biggest speed bump was lack of knowledge in preparation. Lack of knowledge in preparation. Lack of knowledge being when you're new in the business, especially when you're passionate and you're driven to do it, a lot of times, you know, you're just raw energy. You just want to go. You just, hey, if I got the money and I can invest into it, let me get a bunch of t-shirts. Let me get this. Let me get that. Let me do a video shoot, a photo shoot. Spend $1,000. I don't care because I got the money. That way of thinking without actually having an understanding of start to finish, from creation to the product to releasing the product and fulfillment of the product. When you have that lack of knowledge, you're going to hit a lot of speed bumps because you got to get the product from somewhere. Right. And if they mess the product up, then where you going to live, right? You got people waiting on their orders, right? But your fulfillment situation may not be the best situation because you just started. So you're just trying to figure everything out. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you got to put on the front for people like you've been around for years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're not trying to be all vulnerable and let them know yo, this is where I'm at, because you are a brand. And because you are a brand, you got to present yourself like that and with a degree of professionalism. Absolutely. So for me, you know, just starting out, you know, a lot of people were, how can I put it? I'm not going to say a lot of people were complaining, but we definitely had some customers that just didn't understand, like, me being at the very beginning of it and me having to make certain mistakes just so I know what not to do. Right? So whether it was them looking at the t-shirt going, man, this ain't as bright as it looked like on Instagram. I'm like, well, we enhanced the photos on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why you can't put two and two together, you know? Or, man, it took longer than what I expected to get my package. So just trying to learn those processes. Learn what it is to design. Learn what it is to do a photo shoot. You don't got to spend $1,000+ for a photo. You wasting money. You know what I'm saying? You can spend $3-4 for a photo shoot and make it look like a luxury photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? And then take that extra $500-600 and put it behind your marketing strategy. Put it behind how you're going to put it out there through ads and, you know, things of that nature. Or how you're going to set up the fulfillment situation. Once you get a lump sum of money, because really, like with us, we went viral in October on TikTok. It went crazy. Like we sold, like, man, I don't even know how many t-shirts we sold. but we wasn't prepared for it because that was our first time going viral, and people actually desiring it so much. People were ordering them just like, yo, this is crazy. And with TikTok, when you order stuff off TikTok, you got a timeline. If you don't meet that timeline, they're going to ding you for it. And if you keep getting dinged, they're going to shut your whole joint down. You ain't going to have no access to make no money at all on TikTok. So that was scary. So for me, you know, just being able to grow in learning those systems and those processes that really make a business flow. And I feel like at this point, you know, we've hit a groove. You know what I'm saying? Of course, as you grow to new levels, you know, you got to hit another groove, you know, because you got to go from grace to grace. If you just stay in that one level, you can stay consistent with that one level. But if you really want to grow into a multi-million-dollar brand, you got to understand that's not going to come without problems. It's not.
At all.
You feel me? I'll stop right there, bro.
You keep going like, I mean, I understand, you know, because of what I do here, you know, it is one of them things. It's like people expect A, B, and C, but nobody wants to know about D, E, and F.
Absolutely nobody. They
don't care about D, E, and F.
Yeah.
As long as they getting A, B, and C,
Yeah.
you doing D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, whatever.
Absolutely.
They don't care. They don't want to know.
Absolutely.
All they want to know is, like you said, and then it's like you said, how you can't put two and two together. It's like, I did the shirt, that's the design. It's on social media. It's supposed to look different.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
the pictures are enhanced. I did my job. Social media, I did my job because you ordered it.
Yeah.
It caught your attention, you went through it, you ordered it.
Yeah.
That was the job of social media.
Yep.
And a lot of people was like, they don't understand that. It's like, that was the job of social media, to get your attention, pull you in, see if you buy something, you bought something, and now, but then they want to, like you said, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. I ain't getting my order yet, yo. Like,
it's Black Friday, man. Everybody, you order hundreds of orders.
Yeah, it's
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
You ain't the only person that ordered.
Yeah.
You see it went viral, so that means there's more people than you that's seen everything that's going on.
That actually understand though. Shout out to them.
Yeah. So, what made you delegate luxury streetwear as opposed to like most people that come up, they'd be like, streetwear for this. So you say luxury streetwear.
Yeah, definitely. Luxury is something that I definitely had to evolve into. Luxury is the lifestyle that I exude. You know, like when it comes to me, I've always liked the finer things. You know, in life. You know, I like to go on vacations. I like to buy jewelry and rings and stuff. My homie he don't like the rings and jewelry and stuff. You know, that's his swag. You feel me? But me, I'm more like, all right, let me get the luxury stuff. Let me get the red bottoms. Let me get this, you feel me? He gonna buy the Nikes and the Pumas, you feel me? But for me, incorporating luxury in the brand was a way of me expressing who I am, right? So whether it's you ordering stuff from Pakistan, premium wear, you know, from Pakistan, stuff that actually costs a little bit more to make, but it's worth actually getting shipped, you know what I'm saying? That's, to me, expressing who I am through fashion. Everything is not luxury, you know, with Smoovxxl. So like we got some tees that are premium tees, you know what I'm saying? So premium and luxury are kind of like, they're interchangeable depending on how you look at it. But with premium tees, you know, it's a certain type of quality. It's a heavier type of t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? Whereas though, you know, if you're talking about something luxury, we're talking about something that's coming from Pakistan or from China, something like this jacket right here. Like this is a sample that I made called the Face of Fashion, right? And on the back I got my logo. But this is like straight up 100% leather, you know what I'm saying? So me being able to kind of do both, like cater to the people who can't really afford like that high-end stuff, but also being able to offer something that may be a little bit more expensive that people can appreciate as well, if they have it to go ahead and spend. If they don't have it to spend, that's why we got Afterpay and Klarna and all that stuff that you can pay the stuff off. But, you know, it's really just an expression of who I am. And I think deep down, everybody desires some form of luxury.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's a luxury car, whether it's a luxury woman, luxury man, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody desires something that's larger than life. So, me being able to offer that is just my way of expressing who I am and giving back to the people, you know?
Cool. So, being from the city, how has the city embraced the brand?
Oh man, I personally think the city has even yet to know who the brand is. Right? I think we got some people from Philly that did support. Some people, how can I put it? Some people supported it like heavy. Other people, they didn't quite understand the brand, right? So, you know, it was a little bit of hate, but I think overall, you know, whether it was, we got some brand ambassadors that's from the city. You know, shout out to my guy Rel, my man Rel. He fought in the Gillian Wallow knockout party. I don't know if you know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my guy Rel, he got the knockout. Shout out to Rel. But we got some other brand ambassadors from the city that actually do rock with the brand. So when people see it, you know, it's like everywhere I go, like it's love. You know, even what like that drop of hate is like insignificant compared to how much love you get. You know, so like even yesterday, like I was out with my wife and we had on the I'm him and I'm her merchandise, and we getting stopped by old people. I'm talking about in the 80s. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We getting stopped by people, Caucasian people, Indian people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all look great. Y'all look lovely. Then I'm like, I know y'all would not say that unless I had this jacket on.
Right.
I just know.
Right.
Like when they see
it's
it.
that message.
Yeah,
you know,
like
I'm
when
him,
they
I'm
see
her. And not to cut you off, but
yeah.
I know me and my wife had some shirts before too. You know, I had one that says, she got one that says spoiled. I'm like, the reason she's spoiled. And we wore them joints out. And it's like people that were older people, couples, including some Caucasian couples, because that's their thing. They want to be together. It's like, oh, you know, that's love. Like, hopefully y'all can get to where we at. We've been together 70-something years. Yeah. You know, so I definitely, you know, want to applaud you for that and appreciate that. Make sure you appreciate that as you do. I see it. Make sure you appreciate that because that's, again, like I said, strong. That's strong because people, you said people just picking y'all out. It's like, yo, that message is, and it's like, they seeing the message and it's like, oh, it's not just one side of this, his and hers, and they match. Absolutely. There's a lot of times when you got clothing lines and stuff like that, you got his and hers, but don't nothing match.
That's deep. You right about that.
It's his, it's got a female line, and you got a men's line, and you might even have a kid's line. But it ain't nothing that say we together. You know, we just both got on polo shirts. His just a cute whatever, and mine is even cuter because I'm a girl. You know, so definitely, you know, applause more.
Can I add something to that real quick? So like, just back on the what you mentioned with the city. I think over time, especially within the next 2 years, I think the city will begin to wake up more to what Smoovxxl is, what it represents. You know, especially as you know we grow not just from like a online presence, but actually being able to take it to the streets more. Like I remember we did a pop-up shop in June to where, and you can attest to it, bro. I would love for you to speak to that too, man. Like with the pop-up shop experience, it was in Philly. It was at the God Soul event. It was. And just how many people came and were in support of the brand. Can you mind just briefly speaking?
No problem at all. We received a lot of love. And of course, you know, we know everybody wasn't from Philly. It's God Soul. It's an event that travels around nationally, but the people that were there, we received a lot of love from, whether it was Philly or not. So as far as that day, we really we went in not with the expectation of to get, you know, a specific money amount or the amount of teas sold, but really just spread awareness of the brand and, you know, bring people together during the brand as well. So not only did we connect with other booths surrounding our area, but we were actually able to connect with a lot of content creators, a lot of clothing designers that were also there. Different people design. I think somebody had like a different kind of like, I guess a new age piggy bank. You would say he was right next to us, but he was staring at the booth the whole time. Waited till the very end, but when he came, I think he bought 2 shirts.
People in different booths next to us buying Smoovxxl.
Most definitely.
That was crazy.
You know, pride not getting in the way because they're handling their own business. They're not afraid to show love because we coming in love as well.
Right.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think that's one of the best. I say that's why I reached out. Like I said, I you know, I didn't know y'all, you know, but I felt like I saw y'all on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I know who follows me. I know what people look like, look at what I do. And I'm like, man, these brothers from Philly, I'll bring them on. You know, support and bring them on and put the word out because it only take one person, 2 people to get the word, you know. So, you know, I definitely appreciate y'all taking some of y'all time out of y'all day to come in. So talked about the brand.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of these hats that you wear, Mr. Smooth.
Oh man, I should have bought that. I should have bought the hats.
Definitely. Again, we got marketing, youth mentor, CEO. Where you want to start?
Man, where you want to start? Pick one. You want to start at marketing?
Let's talk about the marketing.
All right, we can talk marketing a little bit. All right, so I am a marketing specialist, right? When I say marketing, I'm talking about e-commerce. I'm talking about Google. I'm talking about what you see, like with advertisements between Instagram, between Facebook, on Google, like whether it's paid search, paid social. I don't want to get all into the science of it, but I'm responsible for making a lot of the ads that you may see, right? Depending on what brand it is or who I'm working with at the time, right? Okay. So at first it started as a career, right? And I've been doing it for a little over half a decade now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, over time, I was able to develop a skill set when it comes to marketing, creating desire, you know, for different merchandise. But I was able to take that knowledge and apply it to my own brand. So now, you know, I think another special thing about the brand, at least where it's at right now, is from a photo shoot, from a video shoot, from an ad perspective, even from a design perspective, I'm really responsible for most of what the people see. Like, I'm the creative director behind the photo shoots and video shoots. I do all of the designs, right? I literally write them out all myself, or draw them out, I should say. I slide them through my ace to make sure they look good. If he don't think they look good, then he bring it back to me, and I'll go back in the lab and I'll work on it until he give me the thumbs up. You know, am I lying about that? Right. So, you know, with marketing, you know, it's all about creating that desire. You go down and you see, you know, a billboard that got a cheeseburger on it. I'm appealing to your desire of wanting something to eat, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. But then if I give you a discount, if I throw you buy one, get one free, if I throw you get 30% off, you're drawing people in, right? So I have been a specialist at that, and I've been able to take that skill set and apply it in my own brand, but then I'm also able to help other brands as well, with people who come and pull on me for knowledge and for help, man. So without marketing, though, you know, you don't have a brand. You don't have anything, man. You know, right. So, man, what else? What else, man? You mentioned...
So you got the youth mentor.
Yes. So, in me being a youth man, let's go all the way back to the time I was about 18, 19, man. Yeah, God definitely gave me an influence over the youth, especially in the neighborhood that I grew up in. Now it's transitioned more into, you know, I'm heavy into the church, right? I am a believer in Jesus. Whether it's me being a mentor to the young people in church that need guidance, or whether it's, you know, the young up-and-coming brand owner that just wants some gems on how to get from point A to point B. You know, I pride myself on being able to make time to be able to pour into somebody else, because somebody had to do it for me. Somebody had to pour into me. You know, some of the main people, you know, this is one of the guys right here. You know, in 2018, you know, he took time to pour into me in a way to where I needed it, especially at that time. So, you know, with me and him being tight since we was little kids, you know, it didn't stop the fact that we was able to pour into each other and help each other make a better life. So when it comes to the youth, I'm always for it. I'm always down. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. It's a way of giving back to my community and just giving back to God, who blessed me with the gifts to be able to pour into somebody else, man. Real estate, you know, I bought my first piece of property back in 2023. 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, right? And I bought it for like a great price, right? So right now, you know, I'm more so focused on the fashion brand and building up capital there. So as I build up the capital there, the objective then is to take it and invest into more real estate. You know, whether it's small apartment complexes, whether it's duplexes. You know, God has blessed me to have a really great connection in the real estate game as well, that I'm really just building up capital for it. I know like a lot of powerful real estate agents and people, you know, who are very well connected. So in having that network, you know, I know it's not going to be difficult for me to invest into more property when the time comes. You know, just having a hand in everything that I can, you know, whether it's real estate, whether it's youth mentorship, whether it's marketing, whether it's fashion, you know, it's just all, it all makes up a part of who I am. You know what I mean? And I thank God for it, bro.
Absolutely. Where do you see the brand, let's say 3 to 5 years down the road?
Oh, man. 3 to 5 years from now, bro, you know, I really do see us being one of the biggest brands in the country. I'm not making that up. I'm really not. In a short amount of time, we've been able to make an impact on social media. We've been able to make an impact in people's lives. You know, doing the him and her thing, I didn't realize how catastrophic it was until like late 2023. Like, it doesn't matter where you go. Being him and being her is embedded into our culture. And I didn't realize how much it was until really this year. Whenever you got some him and her together, it's powerful. People see it. It's bold. It's loud. It speaks wonders. It's inspiring. It makes people want to believe in what they're seeing. It makes people want to identify with what they're seeing.
Right.
And the fact that I have a vote of literally hundreds of designs that people have yet to see, hundreds of ideas that people have yet to be exposed to, but then me also having the right connections to help bring all of that to life, I wholeheartedly see this being one of the biggest, most prominent black fashion brands in the nation. And we don't get the credit that we deserve either, because there's a lot of big black brands out here that nobody even knows about, because it's not mainstream, it's not on television, you know, it's not on the BET awards like when you see it. Nevertheless, when you in the streets, when you tapped in with your city, when you tapped in with your people, there's no possible way you can miss Smoovxxl. I'll give you one quick story, bro. I took a flight with my wife to San Francisco a couple months ago, and we were going on a business trip, right? We walked to the airport, we had on the him and her hoodies, right? Somebody who we've never seen before from San Francisco said, "Oh, I love y'all hoodies. I saw that on social media like 2 days ago." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You ain't just gonna see these hoodies." I'm like, "That got to be me." So I'm like, "Yeah, show me the brand you talking about." She pulled the brand up. It's Smoovxxl. I couldn't believe it. The fact that and we just started the brand like a year ago.
Across the country.
You across the country, and somebody knows who you are. So not only did I take a picture with her, but I gave her a discount. She ended up buying something that day. Like, it was just amazing, man. So when you just starting, like when you a year and a half in, and you have that type of an impact, the sky's the limit, bro.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I mean, like I said, I was excited about the brand. I said it caught my attention, and I said the message I felt was so strong that I had to become part of it in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And I like it, like I said earlier, so much because it's us.
For sure.
And like you said, you know, it fits that old cliche, actions speak louder than words. And I'm gonna exhume that I'm him, but now that I got it on my shirt, you're gonna see it even more. And I ain't really talking about me exaggerating me being him.
Yeah.
Like I said, people know you, they know what you do, they know. But now you see it, and I'm walking in it.
Most definitely.
And yeah, so where you get that from? Well, my man from West Philly got a whole bunch of them. Check him out, you can grab you a couple. Right? So with that, how do you look to the future and everything that you've learned? We're gonna go back a little bit when you said you first started out with your glitches and everything, because you were still learning. And like
still
you said, you're
now.
running into people and they like wanting this, and you wanna, you know, you said I can't give you everything. Like we just talked, like I know what A, B, and C is, and I know what that is. But when you talking to people, it's like, I can't give you that. But you gotta understand that, listen, it's Black Friday, it's the holiday time. If you saw it, I know you didn't just look at one picture. You looked and you saw how many people was following. You did all your research. Right. I know you did. I said, I might not even know you from Adam's House Cat. But if you reaching out to me about some merch, I know you did something.
Most definitely.
You looked at it. You didn't just look at it and say, oh, all right, that's a hashtag on him. All right, I'm going to buy that. Nah, because it's not an impulse buy. Right. People do have impulse buys. But this, it's no way somebody's going to tell me, and it's not even my brand, but out of respect for you, it's no way somebody will tell me, oh, that was an impulse buy. I bought that just because it's, no.
It's purpose behind it.
No. It's something there. You may not want to admit it, but it's something else there.
Yeah.
It has to be something else there. And like I said, I wore the shirt to work, and I'm walking in. As soon as I walk in the door, and my man was like, yo, that's a strong message. Like, yo, who that? Like, hey, check him out. There you go, right there. I'm interviewing him later on today, so make sure you tune in. But check him out, you know. And he was like, "Yo, that's a." And I said, "Yeah." So you and your wife, y'all can double up. So it's a team. Y'all can get it all together.
For sure.
You know,
buy one get one free.
Yeah,
you know,
that's how I like to do. Like I said, when I want to do stuff, I do stuff. And I know, like, just comparing a lot of the stuff that you've been through. You start stuff, and we all know it. As soon as you get to somewhere, it may not be, more than likely it's not where you want to be. As soon as you get to somewhere, and let's just say somewhere where people are starting to notice. Yeah. Now you got people coming out the woodworks. Some of them family, some of them friends. Yeah. Like I said, I know the routine, because with me doing this, it's like now people, and I go places, I get media passes for sporting events and stuff like that. So I'm there, I'm doing some live stuff and whatnot to promote myself while I'm there doing it. And then when I come back, I get the messages on the Instagram and everything. It's like, yo, well, so-and-so wore it like this. Yeah, okay, well, I had a contest running for a week. And you ain't chump in on the contest, but because me and you family, I'm supposed to just give you, no, you don't know what I had to do, like you said, to make these connections. Yeah. And just like you, some of the connections I got, I can't leak to nobody. I can't even tell you that I know these people for real. Big time. So you expect me to just say, all right, I got these tickets, or I got this in here. You my cousin here, just take these. No. Every so often, if it's a birthday or something like that, maybe, yeah. But I had to work to do what I do, to get where I am, to make these connections. They didn't just fall in my lap. I had to talk to these people some kind of way. So you expect me to just put that away and say, all right, this is what I talked about before? No. Because people don't want to understand. I like saying it that way. Right. They don't want to understand that them same connections that I got, they watching me just like you watching. Because we connected. So now they watching. Yes, sir. And I can't falter for them. Because then that's going to do something to me, and you're going to be the same place you was when you was talking to me before I was where I was at. You're going to be in the same place, so that don't help me. So I'm not going to jeopardize what I got in my back pocket to satisfy you when you ain't doing nothing.
For sure.
What Kobe said, you wasn't shooting with me in the gym.
Yeah, right.
You know? And some people like take it personal, and I'm like, nah, it's not personal, it's business. Because take a day with me. Come see what I do. All this research I got to do for this. All the work you got to do to find, you came up with luck. So you got to find the right material. Yes. Your designs, I'll go back for your design. Your designs got to be right.
Big time. If your design,
like you said, if they ain't right, he gonna give it back. Yeah. If it ain't right, then you gonna have people talk. You gonna they gonna start talking. And I mean, they gonna talk anyway. But for you, being your brand, you gonna make every opportunity and every way to make sure it's right, because that's you. That's your baby. You brought it up, and it's gonna reflect, and it's gonna show me. And I gotta make it how I want it. Most definitely. And if I don't, I'm neglecting myself. You know, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to neglect myself. I can't neglect myself. No. Definitely cannot do that. Definitely. So, we had our hour. We good.
Has it been an hour, really?
A couple minutes short.
Oh, snap, man. I was waiting for some more questions, man.
Goes. So, this is the fun part. So, I do this a lot, and I always, when I have people here, and I know I get in your business. I get in your business, I talk to you. You know, I put your stuff out there sometimes, or I get the stuff out that you want me to get out or whatever. Right. And I always feel like I ask questions that you can answer like you answered pretty much today in a way that anybody that's tuned in will understand what's going on.
Most definitely.
You know, because a lot of times, sometimes you get interviews and you see people talking and you still be like, what the hell did you just say?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I know y'all see it. You be looking sometimes and they be like, he answered the question, but did he really answer the question? Right, yeah. So I definitely appreciate y'all for that. So what I like to do is I like to flip.
Okay.
And y'all can ask me anything y'all want to ask. Questions that y'all want to ask.
See, I wasn't ready for that.
I like that.
I wasn't ready for that. I felt it coming, but I wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Oh, man. Well, first and foremost, let me express my appreciation to you again.
No doubt.
You know, this is the first podcast we've done as a brand. And for me, you know, it's dear to me. It really is.
Appreciate that.
I wanted to make it my duty to come out of my way, you know, and really support another brother from Philly, you know, because you didn't have to support us. You didn't have to go spend your money to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do nothing. But the fact that you were able to go in and really embrace the mission and purpose of the brand, and then you finding out we from Philly too, you know, and you just being that guy, you know, is just amazing. You know, you don't really see that too often. I put it like that, you know.
Right. So,
you know, I just want to express my appreciation there. How long have you been doing this?
Let me see. It's 2024, so I'm on 9 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on 9 years now.
That's a long time.
I've grown. Monica was here. She loves this story because this is her story. She always says when I first started, I was like the monotone guy. Just read out the Bise commercial. I was just monotone. I was kind of like stiff and all that. She says from the pointer she gave me, and then me basically breaking down what I started with and rebranding. So I started out as just a radio show. So I would talk sports, and in between I would play music and all that. That's how I came up with the name SportsRap. I played old school hip hop in between. But as I got pointers from her and I saw things going and then the trends and everything, and then with me being social media, I was like, I'll just do the podcast format. So I just broke it down, started back up on the podcast format, which has been working better for me. So yeah, that was 9 years, and like I said, I've grown a lot. And like you, I'm still growing and learning.
For sure.
You know, it's a lot that I have learned from being here and being radio and now podcast.
Right.
And then with this being internet radio, so it's the streaming and all of that. So I'm still learning. You know, so yeah.
For sure. No, I love that, man. You built your platform from the ground up too.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a powerful thing, man. A lot of people. That was another thing for me. Like, I don't care how big or how small a platform is. And one of my marketing guys, he helped me understand this. He was like, yo, you may look at a video and say it only got 1,000 views or only got 500 views, or you might only have 1,000 followers or something like that. But that's enough to fill up a small arena. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it really is. Because we don't never look at it like that. Right. You know, so for me, you know, seeing that you built the platform from the ground up, I'm like, man, those are people who thought highly of you enough to say, I'm going to follow this guy. That's really a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you have consistent people coming on your platform, you know, looking at your content, embracing the content, supporting the content, that's a big deal. Because I know that's not easy to do. A lot of people think it's sweet. It's not sweet. No, it's not cake. It's not easy. Right? You do got to invest a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of even money, depending on how hard you're going with the marketing to really build your platform out. So That's a tremendous respect to you. You know, it's real quick with sports. What kind of sports do you cover?
I pretty much cover everything.
You cover
College
boxing
basketball,
too?
I cover boxing too. I'm real good friends with Mike Robinson. He's on the live right now, tuned in.
Shout out there.
You know, so yeah, I do cover boxing, college sports. I do football, women's basketball, men's basketball. You know, and all the pros. I'm a Philly guy, so I definitely cover the Philly sports, but I do the national stuff. The national stuff for me is just the trending stories. Cause like I said, I'm a Philly guy, so I'm gonna support my team, and it's gonna be times when I gotta call a spade a spade. They playing like crap. I gotta talk about them playing like crap. You know, I feel like that's one of the things that has made me as genuine as I am and has kept the people that I have. And some of them have even told me, they said, because you don't waver. Like when they good, you say they good, they playing good.
Right.
But when they stink, you talk about them stinking. And it's like I said with the Sixers starting out this year, kept telling people, listen, something is gonna change. I said, I can't say if it's gonna get worse or it's gonna get better, but right now it's looking like it's getting better.
Yeah.
But I told people, I said, you have to understand, and I like the fact that you are marketing so you can give people the broad scheme of everything. So that's what I like to do. I don't want to just give you the sports. I want to give you some of the behind the scenes, some of the business side of it.
Yeah.
So I told people, I said, you had 8 new players come onto a roster to a team in a sporting event where typically it's a 15-man roster. And nowadays in the NBA, players rotation is 8, 9 men deep. So you basically got a whole new rotation that you got to fit in with what you had left. All these guys, different personalities coming in, another star coming into play with 2 other stars. So it takes a lot. And before y'all got here, I did a little clip of my sports stuff so I could have time with y'all.
Right.
And I said to people, I said, you know, when you look at the standings now, thank God for the play-in tournament for the NBA. Sixers are 1 game out of the total play-in tournament. And believe it or not, as bad as they started out, even though they picked it up a little bit now, they 4.5 games out the 6th spot. And we only in December.
Right.
Playoffs don't start till April.
You can do something.
It's a lot of basketball left to play. A lot of basketball left to play.
So you definitely a pro basketball, like as far as the sports.
Basketball is my number 1.
Yeah.
Football 2, and then college basketball is in there 3rd.
That's what's up, man. See, y'all can talk some basketball together.
We don't have to.
I ain't really speak on this too much because I know, like from a marketing perspective, man, I do the most marketing. But I'm actually a fighter too, bro. So like I'm big in the box. I'm not a boxer. I'm a martial artist. You feel me? But nevertheless, I love boxing. Boxing is my first love, man. So when you mentioned sports, I thought I'd ask, like, do you cover boxing too?
Well, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's like your guy you like to follow in boxing?
Right now, it's tough. I like Boots.
Oh, you gotta love Boots, bro.
I like Boots a lot. Not just because he's from Philly, but I like Boots a lot. I think Boots is getting ran from by some people, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, he won't fight Boots.
He a problem.
I like Tank. Sometimes I think Tank talks too much, but a lot more times than not, even though he talks, he typically backs it up.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand that's him. That's his show. That's his thing. Other than that, it's not like regular boxing for me now is not what it used to be.
For sure.
Like I said, I know Mighty, and we talk boxing all the time. And the last time we was here, we started to reminisce, and we got to talking about Sweet Pea. We got to talking about Melch. And then you can even go back when we was talking today at work. We was talking about Alexis Arguello and Hector Camacho, and we thought about it. And we was like, yo, all these guys that we just talked about were all fighting very close, if not around the same time.
Right.
And now the gap is just so big,
right,
where it's like the heavyweight division is like almost non-existent now.
Yeah. Once Deontay,
it's almost non-existent. You know, you got the Charlo brothers.
They fell off.
Yeah. You know, so it's like
it looked like boxing was hitting.
It's like where, it's like where do you go?
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
It's hard. Like I said, it's hard. Yeah. You know, I'm looking forward to the upcoming Canelo fight. I forget who he's fighting. That's coming up soon.
Yeah, I don't know. But
speaking of fighting, we can have some fun. The Gillian Wallow knockout party, second year. Them dudes, like, I love them dudes, especially when they do stuff like that. I think that's something fun that they do. And then with them there and the way that they respond, I'm not going to say the way they act, the way they respond to the things that they do and the activities that occur around them, it's great. They just so full of life. You know, I know Gilly, like, personally. Yeah. I didn't really know Wallow too much, but I know Gilly personally. But it's just like seeing them and where they are now. And like I said, me knowing Gilly from Major Figures, from the same hood, and seeing where he is now. Right. It is like, you know, like you said, sky's the limit.
For sure.
You got to just, you have to be dedicated and you got to want it. If you don't want it, then you're not going to make it.
Last thing to that, I know we like passed the hour.
No, good.
With Gilly, what I respect about him the most is the fact that he was able to transform himself. He was able to evolve over time. I think that's the biggest thing that people miss. You know, it's like, all right, if you look at Rihanna started in music, right? But then as the music sort of was on the decline, she was able to take her influence and the money that she had, she was able to transfer that over to fashion. And through fashion, through cosmetics and makeup, she was able to become a billionaire. Yeah. So a lot of the kids today don't know Gilly for being a rapper. I know I'm one of them. Like, to be real with you, like I never knew Gilly to be a rapper, bro. Like, every time I heard about Gilly, it was $1 million worth of game. You know what I'm saying? It was him at the fights BSing with Gary Russell Jr. and them cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the Gilly that I know. So the fact that he was able to take his love for the sport, was able to use his influence, and was able to make something that, you know, people can enjoy, that people can appreciate. You know, I was all for it, man. You know, me and him, we was actually there, bro.
It's always genuine with them. Yeah. It's always genuine.
It was crazy, though.
You know,
them niggas getting up in each other's faces and stuff. Oh, man, that was crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's always, like you said, it's always genuine with them. And I mean, every time I see him, it's like, yo, what's up? What's you know, and it's love. You know, you can't ask for much more than that. And like you said, it's impressive because, like you said, there's a lot of people now that don't know the backstory of Major Figures and the Cash Money and all that stuff. I mean, when he comes to the Youth Study Center and talk to some of the kids after he leaves, after they see the kind of rapport that me and him had, I said, yes, I really know him. Like, I'm not starstruck. It's like he grew up in my neighborhood. I know most of the family, so it's not a big thing. I said, but I watched him grow. So I'm proud.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I'm proud. Like, I watched him grow. Like, I know him as the rapper. And now he's here. And they was like, he's a rapper. I said, yeah, he been in movies. I said, he been in movies with Ving Rhames. And he was like, Ving. And I tell him who Ving, and he was like, yeah, I know dude that was in this movie. I said, yeah, he's done movies with him.
Baby boy.
And they be like, you serious? I said, yes. You know, I said, so when I talk to y'all and tell y'all, just because I come to work in the t-shirt and the hoodie and jeans and my sneaks and whatever, when I need to, if I need to go sit at that table, I can very easily go throw that suit on, that power suit, and sit at that table and talk that same talk that they talking, and they won't even know that I'm from Erie Avenue, from the hood. They wouldn't even know. And I said, this is the stuff that I try to present to y'all. And this is why I said, when you talk about the youth, I always like, the kids go to court. And they go to court sometimes, and they come back. But what they say at court, why didn't you ask when you was down there? And initially they respond because they're a little salty. They, damn, G, why you say, no, I'm not coming at you. I'm not judging you. I'm asking you a legit question. And I said, you gonna laugh, but you asking me what happened I was sitting here in this chair in admissions while you was downtown. So again, I say, why you ain't ask somebody down there? Why you ain't ask the sheriff when you was sitting in the cell room? Because they was tripping. Okay, but it's their job to answer your question. I don't care if they tripping or not. It's their job to answer your question. And you asking me, making yourself more frustrated, I have no clue. But me being the person that I am, go ahead up to the unit. I'm here till so-and-so time. When I get a minute, I go talk to the people I know over here in intake, and I see what I can find out for you. Thanks, G. You thorough. No, it ain't about being thorough. I appreciate that. I said, but it's about me showing you this is all you had to do. While you was down there with the people that got your future in their hands. I don't. I'm just watching you while you going back and forth with them. So these are the questions that you need to ask them the next time you go to court. You want to know something? You ask them. You sitting in the courtroom. You got a lawyer present. Yeah, but I don't want to, it don't matter if you want to keep that lawyer or not. If you in that courtroom and you want to know something, that's who you ask. He gonna find out for you. If not, when you get back to the cell room, you ask the sheriff. That's what they supposed to do. So, you know.
Yeah, that's a powerful thing, man. It seems like you there to serve a purpose to help guide and lead these young kids to just having a better life. Like, even if they gotta learn a lesson.
Oh, sorry. You know, I joke with them a lot. You know, some of them you can't get through to. But you know, I also tell them, I say, yo, dude, like I live in the same hood you live in. Grew up the same way y'all grew up. I just decided to go this way instead of going that way. It's not hard. And where you are now, it's not too late.
That's the part right there. Yep.
I said the problem I have with y'all here is y'all have people here that do other stuff than work here. And y'all don't ask us nothing. I said, I run a whole podcast. So y'all want to be rappers. I said, I can get information to tell you how to get your music played and get it played here and there, whatever. But y'all don't ask. I said, I'm a licensed barber. Y'all asked me maybe if I could to shape y'all up when they allowed me to. You know, before y'all went to court, I did it with no problem, no hesitation. But none of y'all never asked me what I did to become a licensed barber. Never asked me that. You just want me to shape you up. Yeah. I'm like, dude, there's so much stuff that y'all can do. And y'all just going about it in the wrong way. You know, I had a young man tell me, sitting in the day room talking to me, he gave me a whole business plan about how he sold his dope. He gave me a whole business plan. I said, I said, yo, you know you just gave me a whole business plan, right? He was like, what's that? I said, you just gave me the whole way you made your money. And I said, but now what you need to do is take that and flip it onto the legal side where you ain't got to look over your shoulder. He was like, how I'm going to do that? And this was around the time when white t-shirts, everybody was wearing white tees. Yeah. I said, listen, you on the block, right? You stand on the block, you ain't on, and I'm not condoning what you do, but you on the block. It's summertime. Who out there with you? Oh, me and the squad. Okay, and that's all what? Yeah, all the brews. Okay. Y'all want white t-shirts, where y'all going? Y'all going to the Sunoco, or y'all going to some of the Chinese stores in the neighborhood that sell the white tees, right? Yeah. But y'all out there hustling. All right. Take some of that hustle money, get on the bus, go up 5th Street, 5th and Duncannon, 5th and Island, wholesale places, go buy packs of t-shirts, bring them right back here. You will sell out. I said, how am I going to sell out? Well, first of all your homies going to buy them because you got them right here. Facts. Sooner or later, you going to go down the block and somebody going to say, damn, young boy, where you get them fresh white crispy tees from? Oh, my man got them down there. Go grab you a couple. Yeah. Now, the same business plan you told me about how you do this and then you stash this couple dollars and this couple dollars. Now you doing that and now you're doing it legal. Now you ain't got to look over your shoulder. I said, then you take a different page, you branch out when you go to that same wholesale place. Now you go in there and you buy some of them colorful socks. What I'm going to do with the socks? You're going to go into the beauty salons and you're going to tell all them ladies in there that you got these cute socks. You're going to sell them socks. And I said, the women spend more money than men do.
Facts. 90%.
I said, and they was like, how do you know that? I said, I wasn't always a counselor.
You right, bro.
I had moments where I worked at jobs, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Business is closed. Now I got to find another job. I had a stretch where I started hanging out in the barbershop. I picked it up. I started hanging out in the barbershop. And then I started saying, oh, well, if I'm in here and all these other people coming in here, let me go get me some stuff. I said, oh, I got covered up. I can go buy me a pack. I can go buy a case of t-shirts or something. I can do that. And I'll be the one in here selling them. And then it eventually went on to, I'm in here a lot. And I just said to my home, yo, what? How long it take y'all to go to school? It was like 10 months. For real? What school you went to? A week later, I was signed up in school. Because I said, like, I'm standing there. I'm in here most of the day. Might as well make it worth my while. Just being in here.
That's that business.
You know, it's like you got to do it because if you want to do something, you got to put your mind to it and do it. You can't half-ass it. You can't half-ass it. If you're going to do it, you got to do it. And I said, you're going to fall. You're going to stumble. You know, things are going to happen. But once you make up your mind, once you get determined, you can do whatever you want to do.
Can't nothing stop it.
Can't nothing stop it.
Amen, bro. That's all I got, bro. Yeah. That's all I got.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
That was too easy. So, before we close out, like I said, people, real quick, I'm going to flip this back just one last time. All right, before I told y'all, SportsRap CEO, y'all know where to find me, right? TikTok, Instagram, and what else? Threads at SportsRap CEO. So I'm missing it so much. Make sure you double check and go back to the webpage, SportsRap TV. Video will be up this week. I'm gonna try and get some stuff done tonight so I can get it up at tomorrow. At worst, it'll be up on the 1st. All right, it'll be a great way to kick off the year on the 1st. Get that video up. All right. So now, make sure y'all go check my bros out. All right. So I'm gonna flip this again. They're gonna give you everywhere you can find them, so you can check them out.
For sure. Listen, shout out to my man D for one. All right, God bless you, brother. All right, may you be expanded in your podcast. Check us out on IG. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out even on Facebook at Smoovxxl. That is SMOOVXXL on all platforms. I guarantee you, your wardrobe will never be the same.
Absolutely. And make sure y'all check the website too. Same thing. Just put a .com. Just put a .com right there.
That's it.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
You good over there?
We good, man. Y'all just
All
remember,
right.
there's no perfect day like today, and the failures become triumphs. Just keep going.
Oh, I got one more. Buy one, get one free tees and hoodies. We running that till the 1st. You feel me? So if you want him and her together, for the couples out there, you can still do the buy one, get one free, plus free shipping now. We running that deal, the holiday deal, all the way through. So you only got like one more day left for the year now. So you go ahead and copy that.
Get on it. Get on it. And like I always say, another great interview in the books. Queen Carter, since giving us the applause, she's giving y'all very much applause. Is that a he or a she?
That's my wife.
The wife, she's giving us some applause. We definitely appreciate you for tuning in. She was on my live earlier too, so I definitely appreciate that. Yeah. So make sure you tell all some other people that want to get some sports info to make sure they check me out. But anyway, like always, Monday afternoon, Monday evening. It's a nice day today. Yes, enjoy some of this nice weather because it's going to get cold again towards the end of the week. But again, like I always say, be great on purpose. Y'all know where to find me. I'll be right back in here on studio next Monday. As always, y'all can catch me on social media. Peace. Talk to y'all in a minute.
That was fire, bro.